If you want to make your video reports 80% better, you have to stop reporting on views as if they're the main indicator for ROI. Most of us have been conditioned to believe that a spike in views is the ultimate sign of a successful video, especially when we're reporting up to leadership. Quite frankly, though, we grasp at that stat because we're struggling to find anything else that points towards a real financial return. But 80% of the B2B journey happens before a prospect ever talks to your sales team or advisors. And it's these stats in the first 80% that need to be reported on. If your views aren't triggering specific intent signals on your landing pages or in your emails, you're just entertaining the wrong people. I'm Brandon, creative director at Oakham Rumble, and I've spent 12 years working with finance and insurance teams on their video strategy and execution, creating content that has helped secure multi-million-dollar deals. I want you to stop trying to do video reporting on hard mode. Grab a notebook and a pen. I'm going to give you the specific intent signals you can use in your reports to prove video is actually doing the heavy lifting. The simplest way to break down these intent signals is by video placement. This may be obvious, but I feel like I need to say it. When you're analyzing video performance, you have to look at the ecosystem around the video. That means the analytics inside the actual video player and the channel it sits in, like a landing page or an email campaign. I'm not going to go into detail on every stat that's important to track. We'll save that for a future deep dive video. But if you find it helpful to screenshot the detailed intent signals, feel free. Here's what you should be looking for. Let's start with landing pages. We track these stats specifically to measure friction. For example, if your play rate is high but your bounce rate is up, your video isn't doing its job of keeping people on the page, something you should definitely investigate. For email, the goal is conversion intent. We're looking for high click-through and action rates to see if the video is actually pushing the viewers to the next step in the funnel, like booking a discovery call or downloading a policy update. For social, we're looking at engagement depth. Things like average percent watched, shares, and even profile views tell us if we're building a real authority or if people are just scrolling past us in their feed. And finally, for customer success, it's all about activation. These metrics prove the video is actually reducing churn and increasing satisfaction, which is how you justify long-term enterprise spend. You'll notice views and sales weren't on those lists. By tracking the intent portion of that 80% journey before the CRM, you've eliminated the noise. Your reporting is now more accurate, and you're no longer grasping at straws to prove that your content is doing exactly what you promised it would do. If you're curious about how your video marketing stacks up against others in your industry, take our 3-minute video benchmark assessment. It evaluates your program across strategy, production, and distribution. You'll receive a custom benchmark score and a report that identifies the biggest opportunities to improve your video performance. Link is in the post above or the description below.